I want to thank y'all for being here this evening. It's been a long day, and in fact, some of the members of the Alamo Regional Mobility Authority have been in Austin nurturing that relationship our community has with TxDOT as we build projects to improve safety, remove congestion, and help improve the quality of lives of people that live here in San Antonio. While we were there, we learned that Agua chose to sue to block this project, this much-needed project where people that live in this neighborhood, who go to school, who work, who live their lives in this area, have to go through the most dangerous intersection in our community. There are more accidents, auto-vehicular accidents, a year at this intersection than any other in our city. Safety is an issue here. While we were in Austin, funding for this project, which is $130 million, is already applied in the bank, ready to be spent to build this project. And it came from stimulus funds. The number from the stimulus funds federal was $80 million and approximately $50 million in stimulus funds from the state of Texas. $130 million. This is not a project where we're going to build it and then go to the voters and say, please help us pay for this, either through taxes or bonds or tolls. This is a non-toll project that is fully funded and ready to go. We're deeply disappointed that Agua would choose at the last moment, the most harmful moment they can choose financially to us who are trying to move this project along. They're going to choose to sue to stop this. We have been in extensive conversations with Fish and Wildlife, Texas Parks and Wildlife. We are even today doing studies to drill into the ground and see what features lie below this area. Interestingly, currently there is no aquifer protection development in this area. The traffic you see behind you, the oil dripping from oil pans as cars wait while lights are holding them there, idling motors. There is no aquifer protection in this area right now. This project is not going to make things worse. This project will make things better. Automobiles will move. People will get to where they're trying to go. And many of those aquifer protection devices will be built into this project. This project will improve protection opportunities for our sole source of drinking water, the aquifer. The other thing is there were 215 people who live in San Antonio who are going to work on this project. The stimulus jobs, shovel ready. Well, look at these men around you who work with equipment. That's 215 men, which means there are 215 families who will benefit from this project. Not only will $130 million come in to do the project, $130 million will come into our community economy, and these 215 jobs will be based on this project. The people who live here need this. All of us have waited in line, simply trying to make our way through this one intersection. What this lawsuit shows us is the Agua organization is more interested in their agenda, which is no growth, stopping development, when we're surrounded by need. We live with congestion. Environmentally, this area needs to be protected by moving traffic on through it and not having sitting, idling here. Their action today, to me, is very harmful. It's a few people who have the same desires that all of us have to protect the aquifer. We all care about that. But their action today with $135 used to file a lawsuit is disrupting the lives of people who live in this part of our community. We tried to meet with Agua. We met with them. They said, we want demands from you. We want these things. We want to work with you. We want you to do these things for us. We asked them to write their demands in a letter. We waited weeks and weeks and weeks and no response. And we have that letter here for you this evening available. You can see the letter. We tried to talk to Agua. When they say that we didn't talk with them, they are wrong. We have created 2 community advisory groups, one for the 281 corridor, one separate for the 1604 corridor, to involve citizens, about 30 people on each of those community groups. And we've invited people from Sierra Club, Agua, Turf, Save Our Springs, the people who are opposed to these projects, to participate in those projects. We've invited them to be a part of the process. So they're dropping this suit on the very last hours of their opportunity to do so, and saying we didn't cooperate is simply a falsehood. We look forward to a quick resolution. These men are working. They're ready to start. We were required by law to wait till that last moment when someone could sue to stop it. That would be the 31st of this month. We're ready to then immediately proceed with work, get this project going. What you see in this equipment with these men who are working here is everything we can do to prepare this project. But a $135 filing of a suit has knocked out 215 jobs, put at risk $130 million, blocked these protection opportunities for the aquifer, and stopped a project that will positively improve people's lives and, most importantly, make this a safer place for our citizens to drive. We're here, Terry Brechtel, who is the executive director of our organization, Art Downey, who lives in this neighborhood, who has been chairman of multiple neighborhood clusters of neighborhoods in this area, and Jim Reed, who is chairman of the Planning and Operations Committee of the Alamo RMA, are here. We're going to try to keep this thing moving. We don't want to stop, and we will try to resolve this as quickly as possible so that the project is not put in jeopardy and the project continues on as planned and hoped for. Jim, do you have any comments? Art? Do you have any questions?
We are under a comprehensive development agreement design build contract with Williams Brothers to bring this project forward. And in this project we have time stipulations set up with guaranteed price of what would cost to deliver this project. So if there's a delay that goes beyond certain time frames, there could be some penalties that would accrue as a result of that.
If you guys lose the stimulus money, does that mean the project is basically dead?
If we lose the stimulus money, that is the sole source, along with Prop 14 dollars, to build this project. We would not have enough money to complete the project. We've got till 2015, I believe, to spend the last dollar. The project is approximately 2.5 years to get it fully completed. So we're going to move as quick as we can to work with our partners on this project, on TxDOT, and go through the requirements of the lawsuit and get this resolved once and for all. You know, there is, both of these corridors have certain designations in terms of hazardous material routes, but I can assure you that while we're under construction, our contractors will have protocols for hazardous materials and what would happen in case of a spill. Is there anything else we should add to that, Pat? Well, we do have partners, and that's Federal Highway Administration and TxDOT. While we were in Austin, we had a chance to visit with transportation commissioners and our executive director at TxDOT, Amadeo Saenz. We feel very strongly that we have met all the requirements to move this project forward. We've done the informal consultation with Fish and Wildlife. We have proper documentation. We completed a brand new categorical exclusion, a biological assessment. We've stepped through all the requirements of the NEPA process under the categorical exclusion. We feel like we've got a solid document, and we're going to move forward with our partners to respond to the challenges in the lawsuit. The categorical exclusion allows us to make operational improvements. By moving through the categorical exclusion, we were able to get this project shovel-ready so we could advance $130 million to the community. It's the largest stimulus project that we have in Bexar County. $130 million only because we could get through the requirements that we needed, guided by Federal Highway Administration and TxDOT, to go through this process called the categorical exclusion. We completely updated that report from scratch. We requested a categorical exclusion for 281 Super Street project. We are working with Federal Highway Administration on categorical exclusions for the Loop 1604 Super Street project and the underpass at 151. Mind you, we still have two very significant studies that are environmental impact studies that are ongoing as a result of the lawsuit that we received on 281. So we're still going through a 281-1604 environmental impact statement process, jumping through all the requirements of the National Environmental Protection Act to get those projects cleared for future development.
Any others? Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and thank you for waiting. Sorry we're a little bit late, but we got caught in some traffic in Austin.
Congestion. What do you do?